Hi everybody and welcome to the video. Today I thought what I would do is just do an overview of my base, just run you through what it consists of, what I've done, and what uh, interesting things I've got here. It has been quite a while since I recorded and quite a while since I played. I think I lost interest in playing on my island probably a few weeks before Void became available to everyone. I I think I played for a little bit for like an hour or two after Void just to see what it was like, but I just lost interest. I've been keeping an eye on Discord to see what's when the new season's coming out. Now that I've seen it, I thought I'd just do one last video for this season, just to showcase my island. So let's have a look. As you can see here, I have a bit of a pyramid going. If I just have a look up, I've got some interesting custom trees, and yeah, and just basically a desert temple pyramid type thing that I have just created with the pool at the top for any fishing that I wanted to do. Um, yeah, so let's go inside and have a quick look. So on the left hand side here we can see all of my shops. I have because I got into doing the custom trees, had quite a bit of the coloured blocks. So I had the concrete and the stained glass all on this side, all the different colours. And then on this side I had the terracotta and glazed terracotta. I did start doing those, but in the end I didn't do too much of them. And then I've got a few more there of just individual items. Going a bit further around, I have a very simple enchanting area. I've got all of my chests here. As you can see, I haven't got everything all labeled, but this is where basically most of my stuff was stored. Over here I have a mass storage area. I'll go through a little bit of that later. This here is where I had my mob area. As you can see, I simply just threw all of the passive mobs in here, and if I have a look here, all of my hostile mobs went in here, and that seemed to work fine. I just pushed them all in a corner and then hit whichever one I wanted to hit at the time. I've got a cell chest there, auto cell chest there to just get rid of stuff that I didn't need. I had a mob chug collector there which grabbed all the chunks, and just a furnace just for the hell of it. Over here I did do a little mini super smelter, but in the end I didn't really use it all that much. And you can see in here I've got all of the raw stuff in here, and I think I just had a smelt one that I ended up just smelting and then auto selling and then selling straight away. And then over here I had a little crafting system here. This was basically where I put all of my blocks here that would not sell by themselves, such as like a block of iron. Sorry, I just pressed the wrong button. It would put the iron block in there, craft that into individual ingots, which would go into here, and then that would drop into another auto cell chest there. So they just made it a nice easy way for me to just put blocks in and sell the output. So that's inside. As you can see here, this is actually a water column. So when I start my island, usually what I tend to do is I build a big column going right in the middle of the island. You can see here that this is that there is basically 0, 0. And while I first start the island, I have that as just basically a tube that I fly up and down to get in between my levels. Usually right at the start, the levels are only a few wide, and I build them all the way out to the edge. So I use this as my way to get up and down. But as soon as I get enough iron to build hoppers, and also enough and also a soul sand to make the bubble column, I turn it into a bubble column and use it for my farms down below, and I get items automatically going into um, the 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 water elevator, and they go up here, and then they just go into this um, filter system, not filter system, sorry, storage system. And as you can see, I just have everything in here that gets created. I also have up here, I have my my oregen, and you can see here, if I turn this on and just stand in here, and I can this will just move me around, and I can just hold the controller button in my case, and this will do the mining, and the vast majority of the items go into the hoppers here. Some, as you can see here, do get stuck in my inventory, but I just have a cell chest again, and I just throw them in. And I also have, sorry, they don't go into the hoppers, they go into the ore items go into the chunk collector here, and the filler blocks go into the hoppers. I find this to be a great system. I just stand here and hold down, and while I'm watching a video, and hope I don't break my tools. Thankfully, I didn't do that too much this season. But this is one of the few redstone redstone circuits that I use in my island to just move me so that I can do this. Now this is a pretty generic um, oregen. You can build this in like the first 5 minutes of your world, um, except for the hoppers and everything, and the pistons and everything. But the oregen itself, you can build this straight away. It's the one I use. I like it. I've had trouble with the diagonal one. It probably works fantastic. I find this works really fast as well. So yeah, so that's the outside. So let's go and have a look at the bubble column. So if I go out here, you can see here, we'll go over this a little bit later. But I have, this is actually actually I might as well go through it now. This is a custom tree generator. I'll show you this later. I built a cactus farm, and then also over here I built a pumpkin farm to try and get um, to basically just try and get bone meal. I found that they were just way too slow, and I ended up just using the skeletons that were in here, because this farm here does use a hell of a lot of bone meal. If you have a look in here, we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 double chests, and what's that, 72 hoppers, and 36 dispensers. So that's a lot of bone meal. But if we go a bit further down, we have, this was a tree growing area. I just had this particular pattern that I used for my trees. I found this to be quite useful. And down here, this was my crop growing area. As you can see here, I just had wheat, and then over here I had the torch flowers. Before I did this, I actually had this all set up for melons and pumpkins, which worked really well. And then if I go a bit further down, just under here, here you can see where I have actually used water to move everything into my my water elevator. So I would basically I could do a little bit here where I would basically just, let's see if I can do this without dying. Okay, so I just stand here and just go move across, and all of the cactus would fall into the water and get pushed into the water elevator system. And yeah, there we go. So there's some cactus going, and up they go, and they get into the storage system. A little bit below here, so this was another torch flower system that I had. I did, I think, at one stage have this going again into the into the water elevator system, but it was pretty. Torch flowers are pretty horrible. Down here, this was basically just it's got a whole heap of spruce. So as you can guess, this was a dirt farm. I basically just would grow spruce here and then mine the dirt. I had it out this wide, which is the width of the island at one stage. I started to build it out further, but I never finished it. And then here we've got some, going to the closer to the edge of the island. There we go. I started doing a glowberry farm. I didn't really like the way that this worked, and that the fact that you couldn't just hit up here and get all of the value for anything that's down there. So I never really did much with it. But as you can see here, this is my water elevator, and it goes all the way down to near to zero. Yep, well, nearly at zero. And there's the soul sand. So I could have put in a few more farms down here if I wanted to, but as I said, I lost interest. And I've got nothing else further down. Previously, I have built a bit further down, but I didn't do that this time. So yeah, so there we go. So that was my island. As you can see here, so this one here, so this is probably as wide as the island was when I first built this, and then this one I built it out a little bit further to as wide as here, and then this one here was the next further out, and then this one here was the next further out again. Okay. Yeah, so that's the island. Now, I haven't actually set up this I haven't actually used this for a little bit. So let's see if I can quickly show, very quickly, get rid of you, how this actually works. All right, okay, back again. So I have some sapling. So if I come down here and just very quickly, if I can come here and just plant my saplings. All right, I'll do this, and then I will, that one's already got one. Then I will come back when I've finished. Okay, so I'm back again. I've planted all of my spruce saplings. I think all of these have got bone meal in them. I haven't checked. But so if I throw an item onto here and come back, and we will see. That one was not set up correctly, but you can see the rest of them. They are all spawning custom trees. And so this is my custom tree generator. This is how I generate the custom trees. If I keep them going, they'll all generate with the standard standard earth custom trees. This one didn't because I had this set up for cherry trees. But yeah, the rest of them, as you can see, they're almost all done. And these ones will generate eventually or run out of bone meal. But yeah, that's my custom tree generator. Unfortunately, once they all generate, it's a bit of a chore to chop them all down again. The trigger here, that will eventually despawn, which means it won't just automatically just keep running forever. So that won't lag the surfer for too much. And then if I just want to, I can just pick that up and it stops. Or if I want to, I could just stand here and just let it run. So it's a nice little trigger system that if I'm away doing something else, it won't run forever, and I can just forget about it. So there we go. So that's my island. As I said, I didn't play the whole season. I wasn't. I lost interest eventually, but I'm looking forward to the next season, seeing what I can do. Whether I will do the same thing with the bubble elevator in the middle, or whether I'll make one at the side, I'm not sure. The middle's good because then as you expand the island, all you're doing is this doesn't move; it stays in the middle, and the island just gets bigger around it. Whereas if I put something over in the corner here, it's going to stay in that particular spot, and it'll just be sort of like in the way. Whereas here, you can sort of like build around it in quadrants if you like. So there we go. I don't think there's really much else to say. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the little showcase of my island, which for once I actually decorated a little bit. I hope I see everyone next season, and I'm excited to see what everybody will do. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.